Hi Troop 31590. I am here to remind you about the Give Back Project. All submissions need to be entered in by December 15th so that I have time to chat with Mrs. Barrero and a Girl Scout representative about which options would be best for us to tackle in our first Brownie year. So there's a place for you to put down 3 submissions. You can pick 3 things that you feel strongly about, are important to you, or that have affected your family or life. Think about the song we listened to at meeting today that went with the Girl Scout parade float for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You need to stand up for something. Things I think are important to me and that I stand up for are NICU families. So here's my example. My important thing is my NICU family. I think that the NICU is a very important place for families who are struggling with babies who are very sick when they're born. Things I think they need are books to read to the babies. My second thing is the national parks. Now, we don't have a national park here in Wisconsin, but we do have state parks, state forests. We have local areas that are nature preserves that could probably use our help. Maybe fixing up trails, or they need birdhouses, something like that. My third thing is Girl Scouts. I think Girl Scouting is very important and that every girl should have a chance to scout. Some things I think that maybe we could do are have booths with crafts or some of the science, STEAM, and STEM things that we have learned. Maybe we could show people the safe way to hike or how to identify trees, things like that. Those are ideas that go with the important things for me. So think really hard about what's important to you and your family, or something in your community that you think needs to be changed. Do you think maybe people take the road to school a little bit too fast? That's something that affects your community. That's something that you could stand up for and demand change. So think very hard and write down your 3 options in the form below. And at our next meeting, we will vote on the top 3 or 4. Please make sure you do not mention names. We do not want to know whose submissions they are, so that it is a fair process when the 3 of us, myself, Mrs. Barrero, and the Girl Scout representative, decide which ones we should vote on. Make sure you send them in on time, and we will be voting at our next meeting, our PETS meeting on December 18th. Thank you, Scouts.